In sports today, the Jays lose 2 in a row and Thursday night football takes center stage. Here's Matthew Hartley with the details and the rest of your sports news.
Thanks, Tanya. The Blue Jays continue to rest their stars and appear content to lose their way into the playoffs after falling to Baltimore. Drew Hutchinson in for Price, and it would get ugly early. Machado drives the high fastball deep and gives the O's a 2-0 first inning lead. Then, runners on first and second when Stephen Pearce grounds one past Jays' new third baseman, Munenori Kawasaki. The rain would not let up, forcing the game into a 3-hour delay. This would help Toronto as Hutchinson would not return. But Machado goes deep again in the 6th, past reserve center fielder Dalton Pompey. 2 outs in the 7th, and cleanup hitter Ezekiel Carrera would try to mount a comeback with this ground rule double. The Jays reserves lose to the Orioles 6-4. The Kansas City Royals won again last night, beating the White Sox 6-4. The two are tied for first place in the American League. Troy Tulowitzki may return today after suffering a fractured scapula on September 12th. Toronto travels to Tropicana Field to take on the Rays. However, Toronto's biggest concern might be at home inside the Rogers Center. The Taylor Swift curse has so far hit the Astros, Nationals, and Padres. All three teams have a losing record since T. Swift performed in their ballpark. She plays at the Rogers Center this weekend. I knew she was trouble when she walked in. Shake it off, Blue Jays. On the gridiron, the Baltimore Ravens break into the win column with a win against Pittsburgh. Michael Vick getting the start for the injured Roethlisberger. Ravens with an early lead, and linebacker Darrell Smith gets to the backfield for the sack, his first takedown of the year. The Steelers would focus on the running game. Down near halftime, and Le'Veon Bell would look for running room left. He fights off defenders and cuts back right for the touchdown. Second half, Vick in the gun gets time and will find Darius Hayward-Bay in the end zone for his first touchdown of the year. Still in the third, with the Ravens down 2 scores, Justin Forsett finds a gap up the gut and is away downfield, a 33-yard run. The Ravens would finish the drive when Flacco lifts a 15-yard touchdown pass to Kamar Aiken. Steelers trying to add to their lead when kicker Josh Scobee misses a field goal with 2 minutes to go. After a Flacco fumble, Scobee would get a second chance at glory. And no, this is not a replay, it's wide left again. Overtime, and Baltimore's Josh Tucker would show him how it's done. He splits the uprights, and the Ravens avoid 0-4 start, beating the Steelers 23-20. The Maple Leafs travel to Detroit tonight for their penultimate preseason game. Toronto will hope to get back in the win column after losing 3 games in a row this preseason. Head coach Mike Babcock returns to the Joe Louis Arena for the first time since signing with the Maple Leafs in May. Babcock spent 10 seasons in Detroit, winning the Stanley Cup in 2008. Now with a look at what Mother Nature has in store, here's Christina Romualdo.
We've got an update for those of you keeping an eye out for Hurricane Joaquin. While hurricane warnings are still in effect around the Bahama Archipelago, the Category 4 storm isn't expected to make landfall on the eastern coast of the United States. This means that Toronto events like Nuit Blanche and Run for the Cure are less likely to be rained out. Today's forecast is mainly sunny with a high of 13 degrees and a low of 6. The clouds come rolling in tonight and will stay all day tomorrow, when we'll see temperatures range from a high of 11 to a low of 9. And rain watch begins on Saturday night and continues all day Sunday with a 30% chance of showers. Sunday will see a high of 14 and a low of 10. That's your 3-day forecast. Now back to Tanya in the newsroom.
Thanks, Christina. We leave you today with the latest video making the rounds online. A chocolate lover's biggest dream ever. Chocolate lovers in Venezuela have made a chocolate coin that's over 200 meters in diameter and weighs more than 600 kilograms. It took them about 10 hours to create the giant coin, and as if that's not enough, they now want to break their own record and make one that weighs over a ton. That's all for today. For details of these stories and more, check out humbernews.ca. Humber News is produced by students in the journalism program at the North Campus. I'm Tanya Veneri. Have a great weekend.